Freestyle Friday, a Toastmasters journey. If this is your first time joining us, I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. A Toastmasters journey basically is when I come on here on Fridays, I like to come in here on an impromptu script. We do have a topic. Unlocking true wellness. But it's kind of just me off the head. It's ability. It's my open forum of training, right? So this is my training session. I do a lot of speaking engagements and health consulting, um, and I just want to become a more articulate speaker. I want to become a more profound speaker. So this is my time to practice, and this is your time to give me a live critique. So this is a symbiotic relationship. I give you something, you give me something, right? I'm gonna give you a word of wisdom, a word of health, a word of prosperity, a word of empowerment. And all I need from you is some feedback. Let me know if I'm conveying that message appropriately. Let me know if you understand what it is that I'm talking about. Let me know if I am boring or entertaining. Let me know something good. Let me know something critical. Let me know something. All right. All the negativity, though, keep it to yourself. We don't do that over here. All right. It's all love and positivity. All right. So today we're talking about unlocking true wellness, boosting personal health by living with purpose. Let that marinate. Let's marinate on that. What is true wellness? Unlocking true wellness. What's fake wellness? Because if there's true wellness, there's probably fake wellness too, or false wellness. But we'll get into that. Like I said, we're not here for a long time, but we're here for a good time. So let's get straight into it. Let's define what is wellness. Now, I know when most think of wellness, they probably think of fitness. They probably think of nutrition or sleep. And I would say it's all encompassing. It's all encompassing. There are 5 pillars to personal wealth. There are 5 pillars to personal wealth. The first being your physical, second being your emotional, your social is the third. Your fourth would be your intellectual health, and your fifth would be your spiritual health. So there's 5 pillars to personal health: physical, emotional, social, intellectual, and spiritual. So if you're not covering all 5 bases, you are slipping on your personal health and your wellness. All right. When when you're when we're bombarded with the things of our day-to-day lives, like I said, I haven't been on here I think I missed 3 weeks. I was consistent for a good little minute, and some things came up in my personal life. We haven't had this conversation in a couple of weeks because I had to focus on my personal health. I had to focus on my business and the things that were going on, in my life, you know? So, as important as it is for me to come on here on the weekly basis and continue my practice sessions and continue my lives and continue to give you guys information and value, it is even more so important for me to take care of my personal health and wellness. And what does that look like? That looks differently for a bunch of people. But over the past couple of weeks, I've been through funerals, interviews. Things are growing in the business, and things are happening in real time. And sometimes you have to take time to yourself to evaluate where you are in the time, in the present. because you don't want to get stuck in the past and you don't want to be stuck in the future too much. When you're in the past, it brings depression. When you're in the future, it brings anxiety. So that sweet spot is right here now. That is the spot you have the most control over. You have the most control in your life in the present. All right? And I feel, and from my understanding, a lot of us are having a hard time being in the present, which gives us stats like the World Health Organization saying that stress is at a global health crisis at this point. Stress is affecting millions of individuals on a daily basis, and it's impactful, and it's showing in our economy, and it's showing in our atmosphere and our environments. So how do we combat this? How do we bridge the gap between handling your business, not being stressed out about it? You feel me? Where is the disconnect? I feel that the disconnect is many of us are living without purpose. We are living to pay bills. We are living to take care of children. We are living to survive. Many aren't living, they simply surviving. You ever ask somebody, how was your day? And they respond to you, oh, I'm surviving. Oh, I'm getting by. I hate to hear it. I hate to hear it. That's always my response. I hate to hear it. That's it, you're just getting by. But that's people's lives right now. Research shows that people with a strong sense of purpose, though, live longer. If you're just getting by, your quality of life is at its lowest, which means that your personal health, 5 pillars, aren't being fully fulfilled. You may be wealthy, but physically inept. You're not going to live a quality life. You're not going to be able to enjoy that money for very long if you are not taking care of your physical health. If you're not taking care of your emotional health, you are not going to live a high quality life because you're ignoring your emotional health. How many well-off individuals, celebrities or not, do we know that have ended their life or put themselves in demonstrative situations because of their emotional health? What about social health? We are social beings. I am an introvert to the core, but I am a social being. I love spending time with my woman. I love spending time with my kids. I love spending time with a good friend of mine. So we're social beings, and we have to find a way to do that in a healthy manner, So when we talk about wellness, what we're really talking about is how we live life, living with intention, living with purpose. So not purchase, excuse me, purpose, living with purpose. But think about this, right? I want you to think about this. If every day your task and to-do list doesn't align with your bigger mission, you might need to change that task or to-do list. If every day you wake up and you're doing something that doesn't align with what it is that you desire, you need to correct that. You need to correct that. That your professional goals should fuel your personal well-being. Let me say that again. Your professional goals should fuel your personal well-being. You should not only be content with your profession, your career, but you should be fueled by it. There should be some sort of passion behind it. If you are going to a job that does not fulfill you in purpose, then you need to evaluate why you're there. You need to evaluate what it is that is keeping you there and how can you change it, you know? But as we go, as we move on, you you have to learn, you have to learn how to regulate this, how to self-regulate. It's easy to get caught and lost in your daily life and routines. So this is your spark. This is your note. This is your assignment. If you're not being fulfilled in purpose in your profession, figure out what it is that you can do. And I want you to take on these three grounded, focused actions so that you can further understand your well-being in the midst of your chaos, in the midst of your confusion, in the midst of you finding what it is that will fuel your well-being while living in your purpose and profession, right? So the first one is mind exercises. I want you to take breaks throughout the day. Do breathing drills, you know, take a 5 minute stretch, do 10 push ups, get a couple jumping jacks in, get your body moving, right? When you get your lymphatic system moving, it gets your lymphatic system moving. I mean, that's to say when you get your body moving, it'll get your mind moving. To get those neurons and nerve endings moving within your body. The second thing I want you to do is a daily reflection. This can be done either in the morning or in the evening. I like to do it at both, right? The morning time, I'll write 3 action items, reflect on how I'm gonna go ahead and crush this day, right? And in the evening, I'll write out whatever thoughts I have, you know, um, any ideas I might have had, any concerns I might have had. I don't put troubles in my journals anymore. I don't want to read troubles. So I no longer put troubles in my journals. That is not to say that I don't write them down. I do write them down. And I typically rip them up, throw them away, and burn them afterwards. But I do write them down to get them out, right? So that is one of my daily reflection techniques. And another technique I want you to use is a mindfulness technique. Um, your mindfulness technique is mainly really your meditation practice. This can be done with music. This can be done with mantras. This can be done with writing. This can be done with breathing. This has to be and must be done with breathing, no matter what technique you use. But if you need help with that, check out pswilson.gumroad.com. We got a book on there, Meditation for Busy People. All right, check it out. It'll give you the whole breakdown, step by step. It'll give you options on what type of meditation techniques you can use in the whole nine. All right, but I say that all to say in closing that your well-being is going to be fueled by your purpose. If you are just surviving, if you are just here, if you are just, am I, then you are not living in purpose. And your purpose will fuel you. Your purpose will energize you. Your purpose will have you having more of an optimistic outlook on the things that happen for you and not to you. All right? Take that with you. Like I said, this is your opportunity to critique me on my message. If you don't like the message, you're a weirdo. All right? But let me know anyways, because I need feedback. I need engagement. All right? It's only good messages. It's only good positivity. And if you took one thing from this speech, if you took one thing from this live, I want you to comment it down in the comments for those that haven't watched it yet. They might just be scrolling the comments, say, hey, what do people say about this, right? So leave one tip I might have gave you. Leave one thought that resonated with you in the comments. Go ahead and like this, show some love, share it to your friends, and we'll be back next week. That's my whole thing. Have a good one.